Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. Let's continue our Seaborn session. Okay, so as of now we have completed relational plot, distribution plot and categorical plot. Today we will start with matrix plot. This can be divided into two types, heat map and cluster map. Now you can say that the name suggests it will look like a matrix, like it must have rows and it must have columns. Okay, now let's first understand heat map. Let's read the definition. A heat map displays data in matrix format with colors representing values, and it is used to visualize the correlation between different variables. Okay, so highly positive correlations can be represented by one color, highly negative correlations can be represented by another color. What is correlation? The relationship. What is the impact of one variable if the other variable changes? That is what is correlation. Okay. Highly positive correlations means if one is increasing, then another one is also increasing. Highly negative correlations mean if one is increasing, another one is decreasing. Okay. So the effect of one variable on another variable is known as correlation. And to find the correlation, we can use heat map. Okay. Now first download a data set called flights data set. First, let's write import Seaborn as SNS. What is SNS? You can tell me. Now download the flights dataset SNS dot load underscore dataset because this dataset is already in C1 library. All we have to do is just download the dataset flights. Now let me run this one and let's check what is there in flights. It's a small dataset, number of passengers in each month of any year. Okay, so first we have to convert it into a table which have rows and columns. Then only we can apply heat map. So first we will create a pivot table. Let's see how it looks. Flights underscore pivot equal to flights dot pivot, and we have to give index equals to month. So the index will be month. So the rows will be as per the month January, February, March, April, like this way. Columns will be year. So every year will be a column, individual columns, and values of the table will be taken from the passenger column. Okay, so we have created a small pivot table. Now let's see how it looks. Okay, for that we have to write flights underscore pivot. Let me run this. Clear? So January, February, March, April, all the months are indexed as we said. These are columns and values are passengers. These are known as pivot table. These are so much used while using with large data set. Now we will create a heat map on this. So all these numbers will be represented by colors. Let me show you. SNS dot heat map and under this flights pivot. Okay. Now if I run this, see exactly copy of this one but with colors. Clear? Now, if I want to see the numbers also, I have to write a not equals to true. Now, see what happens. Uh, this is overlapping. So, simple. We have to use FMD equal to D. That means these numbers will be converted to integers. Now, it will be more visible. Clear. So, we can find the trend from here. Like you can see that in the month of August, July, June, September. In this month, there are more passengers taking flights. Okay, so you can understand the trend. You can also understand that in which month passengers are likely to take a flight. So you can increase the flight tickets accordingly that or decrease. Okay, or you can give any kind of offer. So in these months, maximum people are taking flights. Like in February, people are taking less flights in comparison because this portion is dark. In November, also, this portion is really dark, so people are not taking flights. So you can decrease the flight tickets to increase the sales. Okay, so these are the basic things we can derive from heat map. That is what is a heat map. Now, next one is cluster map. Let me show you. This one is cluster map. It performs hierarchical clustering to organize the data and it groups similar rows and columns together based on their values. Just let me copy this one and if I just paste it, Instead of heat map, I have to write cluster map. Now let me show you. There will be a hierarchical clustering. The rows are clustered, the columns are clustered depending on their types. Here you can see that January, February, November, March. So the order has been changed. So simply we can say that it groups similar rows and columns together based on their values. Okay, so based on the values, it has grouped similar columns. Same looks like heat map, but it is performed on heat map and hierarchical clustering is formed. That is what is done by cluster map. Okay, so heat map and cluster map both comes under matrix plot because both of them look like matrix plot. Okay, clear? Now let's understand the next one, and this is multiplot. Multiplot, the name suggests that there will be more than one plot together. It can be divided into two plot. Number one is pair plot, number two is joint plot. Pair plot means you can understand that there will be pair-wise relationship of every numerical columns in the dataset. Let me first download TIFF's dataset. Then I will show you how pair plot works. SNS dot load underscore dataset site tips, and I have to keep it in tips. Just check it once. Okay, clear this one. We know this dataset. Now I will create a pair plot on tips dataset. Now see what happens. Total will tip size. Three numerical columns. So there will be pair with all of these three numerical columns. So 3 into 3, 9. See here, total 9 plots. Total will tip, total tip, total will size. Tip, total will, tip, size, tip. Size, total will, size, tip, size. Okay, so total numerical columns 3 and every two columns will create a plot. That is what is done by pair plot. When you want to see all of the relationship in a single graph, then you can use pair plot. This is very much used. Okay, because this is easy and you can visualize easily that what are the relationship. Okay, now if you want, you can give any hue parameter also. If I just give hue equal to 6, now see what happens. Color will be there. For male, there will be different color. For female, there will be different color. Clear? Or if I give hue equals to time, now see what happens. Okay, so lunch time, dinner time, this way also you can do. Clear? So this is what pair plot does. Now let's understand what is a joint plot. Joint plot means that will visualize the relationship between two variables along with their individual distributions. Let me show you this one. It is also very simple. A scatter plot between total wheel and tip. See, total wheel and tip with their individual distribution. Histogram. Histogram of total wheel, histogram of tips. Okay, so in a single plot, histogram is also plotted and scatter is also plotted. That is why this is known as joint plot. Okay, clear? So we have completed matrix plot and multiplot. Heat map, cluster map, joint plot, pair plot. Now let's understand what is regression plot. Now to understand regression plot, let me tell you one thing, that there is a machine learning algorithm known as linear regression. There we will understand this concept in details. But as of now, I will just give you a simple brief so that you can understand what is the basic and how we can use Seaborn to do this kind of plot. Okay, let me tell you. Let's say we want to find the relationship between total bill and tips. We have some observed data, like this one is tips for this much of total bill, this one is tips for this much of total bill. Okay, so we have some observed data. Now our aim is that I know that for $30 total bill there is some amount of tips. For $40 total bill, some amount of tips. But my question is, what will be the tip? How much will be the tip for $35 bill? Now to answer this, we need to find a relationship between tips and total bill. So we want to draw a straight line by which we can get the answer. Like we will plot in this way. Then we can find the tip if the total bill is $35. Okay. Now to find this straight line, we have to use linear regression algorithm. We will understand that in depth later. But for now, just understand that we have to find the straight line. This straight line can be this way, can be this way, can be this way also. So how will we find the best fit line? For that, we have to measure the errors. And what is the errors? Like see, if I predict that for $30 bill, this is the tip size. Okay, for $40 bill, this is the tip size. But the real tip may be different. So the real tip and the predicted tip, the real tip and the predicted tip, the difference between this are known as errors. And after we add all these errors, then we will measure that for which line the error is the lowest. And we will treat that line as the best fit line. Okay, so our job is to find the best fit line so that we can make a prediction based on total bill. Okay, so from the observed data, we will find the best fit line where the error will be less. Then we can predict how much will be the tip for a given amount of total bill. Clear? This plot is known as linear regression plot. That's what we can perform by Seaborn. If you don't understand this as of now, just don't worry because this is a complete algorithm that we will learn while studying machine learning algorithms. But just know how we can plot this using Seaborn because that we are going to do later. So write SNS dot reg plot x equals to total bill y equal to tips. Data equal to tips. Just run it. Oh, y equal to tip. Sorry. Okay, so you can see this is what we are talking about. This is the best fit line. Here, if I want to know for $25 bill, like this one, what will be the tip size? So we just can simply connect this and we can find the tip size. Clear? So this is the best fit line. These are the observed values. And from this line, y equal to mx plus c, that is the formula of straight line. So we have to find m, we have to find the value of c. From where? From the observed data set. Okay, how to find? By calculating the errors. We will take only that straight line where the error is less. Okay, so this is simply a regression plot. Okay, just have a basic idea. Don't go in depth for now. Okay, next understand linear regression plot. We can plot by LM plot also. Same, just let me show you. This is a figure level function. Now if I want, I can give hue equal to 6. Now let me run this one. Clear, blue, male, red, female. Now let's apply some faceting on this. Like column equals to time. Now see there will be time, lunch, dinner. So two graphs, lunch time, dinner time. Clear? Or if you want, you can facet row wise, lunch, dinner. Clear? Now the last one, that is residual plot. Residual plot means this will plot the residuals, the difference between the predicted value and the real value. Okay. Let me just copy this one and paste. I run it. Okay, so it plots the residuals between real data type and the predicted data types. So we have completed our Seaborn tutorial. We have completed relational, distribution, categorical, matrix plot, multiplot, and regression plot. Okay, so we have almost done everything. Now, if you want to just decorate them, you can give X label, Y label, plot dot title, and we discussed about these things also. And we have already seen that Seaborn has many advanced feature which Matplotlib does not have, but for in many cases, we have to use matplotlib. Like you can see that we cannot plot pie plot using Seaborn. We need to be dependent on matplotlib. or if we want to change the name, if we want to decorate, then also we have to be dependent on matplotlib function. Okay, so there are some advantages of using matplotlib and some advantages of using Seaborn. So congratulations, we have completed NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib and Seaborn. Okay, we will meet in our next video. Till then, bye. Happy learning.